ni makanti ye. Porometo ya gudino. Frato mabo. Porometo ya gudino. Very depawo. Porometo ya gudino. My group away. Porometo ya gudino. Aresi mupewe. Porometo ya gudino. Very blessing promo. Porometo ya gudino. Magraka se oye. Porometo ya gudino. Sekawe. Porometo ya gudino. Matu twapawe. Porometo ya gudino. Joy wapawe. Porometo ya gudino. Biru we don't we. Porometo ya gudino. Wo ilewe. Porometo ya gudino. Doni songalo. Porometo ya gudino. Lawrence Sabawe. The sources that lost on him need to be reunited for the betterment of our resources. Cannot you see the money we have? Why can you people come together? One way it take for the cocos to reunite Nimakante. Is there anything they may call that we're gonna come back in Nimakante to discuss? Do you want to be remembered as one of those that are trying to defend Nima? The young people must come together. Nimakante is all we have. The young people must come together. Nimakante is all we need. From Bility to Tri River. Nimakante is all we have. From Buya District to Soge. Nimakante is all we need. From Sanikoli to Pienga. Nimakante is all we have. From Secretary to Yahweh Meslon. Nimakante is all.
That means I have no weave on. But when you see me in public with weave on, you call me Morning Cut London. That's my name. Remember that. Now.
Hey, you see your name, Monica, when you say get no paying your lay. When people when those men that you see changing their names, they have gone to do the little things. You know? They have gone to take care of the little tinklings. You know? You can have tinkling hanging up between your ladies. You call yourself Monica. You're not gender. Eh? You take care of your fast senses and you don't know if you male or you woman. Not paying between your leg and track you all on your foot. And you pretend you are a damn woman. You are not a woman, Rabakura. You are man until the end. I will continue to call you a man as you are. No, sis.
I never told you say I was a transgender. I am a gay man who loves to wear women clothes. Get it? Okay? And I was looking very fabulous. I got more views than you can ever think about. Think to me. I used to this shit, okay? Okay? I'm gone. I'm gone to this shit, bro. You feel me, bro? This shit ain't about no jazz, bro. Alright? Bro, I do this shit all the time, bro. It ain't gonna cost me a movement, bro. All you'll do is talk shit. Feel like, you know, you're gonna move around, bang around. No, bro. That's a lie, bro. That shit ain't doing shit for me. Okay?
Law. Nobody followed the rule of
So why was we a technical director of the Lone Star under Taylor? He was supporting a lawless administration, or he just has no values?
No, let's talk about the government.
He was technical director.
Let's talk about the government.
Let's talk about you making $20,000 sitting in America. You don't even do any work at any ministry. You make $20,000. We have the transfer papers. What about that? Is that consistent with the rule of law? Which part of the PFM law are we reading from that they're paying you $20,000 on a monthly basis? How do you feel when you hear people crying about hunger in Monrovia when you are making $20,000 that you don't work a day in your life for?
Okay.
You want to talk to me about rule of law?
So
You're so far away.
that-
You and rule of law, you're going in separate directions.
No, let's talk about this now. You know,
No, let's talk about your $20,000. Maybe you want to start with an apology for living off the Liberian people without doing the work. Why don't you start there? Say, I apologize for accepting $20,000 from the government to sit on spoon and politicize the suffering of my country. Apologize for that. Then I'll see you a credible questioner that I can have a decent conversation with.
Yeah. But,
otherwise, I'll have to deal with you just because you're on spoon.
But you see, Parker, and I know you want to that sway of the.
So yeah, I stop my car for something they call helicopter. You know, they move along the street. They sell the food right on the sidewalk. I believe that these people are the best selling people and they got the best food. I come here with chicken feet, with how you gonna do cow skin. And you just put your food on your head, you carry your food. Anywhere you reach, somebody want to buy it, just sell it already, they buy it. That's why they got in the garage. Yeah. They walk in correct more than restaurant. You get your spoon, you get your bowl. Then plus you don't get napkin. So the restaurant and say you eat that to get napkin at Walmart. Go sue them, I'm gonna put them on the walking now. Man, we about what then we very food. They want to prepare right that one. They want for the Loma Pavilion. They took up a pound of fuel. They don't do well.
Excuse me. The substance of the allegation against Mr. Cummings and the other two defendants. The government of Liberia is alleging that Mr. Cummings and the other two defendants conspired to alter the CPP framework document regarding the period for a party to exit. The framework, the CPP framework, thereby deceiving the ALP and the public.
Let me name them. You see Magio and someone they are the king Juju people. Or you mean that the other people that play with Juju? You see Finabono, you see Tokompui and Finabono. Tokompui has one ball with him that he brought from Africa Coast. It is that ball that he's saying, that's why every year, every 3 months that ball will go Africa Coast. That begin to go Africa Coast to go bring Juju for Toko and Finabono. I will give you more detail on this. While Liberians are suffering in Monrovia, they ain't got food to eat. This lady sent $10,000 United States every month, every year, every month to his daughter in America. They let her live a lavish life. You go to New Jersey, those that live in New Jersey will attest to what I'm saying. You know, we're not saying these things because we want to give. I want nothing from nobody. But it is about time that the life of the people who struggle with us, the Liberian people who stood, the people who pretend their own t-shirt, who bowed their heads, who knelt on the floors, who went into the trenches with President George Weah. It is about time that those people begin to benefit and reap what they saw in what is called the revolution that brought the CDC to power. That's all we want. That's all we want. That's all we want. That's all we ask for. Every one of them around the president. So sometimes President Weah is messing up, but he's confused. They have put the president in the juju part. Finabono deals directly with the wife of Smith Towe, who is the cook to the president. She brings the dust, give it to this woman, the woman put it in the food. And then, so by the time the president eat that food, the president can be half of Finabono. Everything Finabono say is fine. Which chief of protocol will slap the first lady and go scot-free, nothing happened to her. Chief of protocol slap first lady, nothing happened. Who will do that in this day and time? Donald Trump said that people will say he got problem. His wife, nobody can do that to his wife. But Finabono did it to the first lady right here in Monrovia. Right here in Monrovia. Right here in Monrovia. Why do you think she depends on? She does it because she has put the president in a corner that absolutely the president can do nothing by himself. They have all buried this president. The pastors, what are you doing? Bishop Winker, you are the godfather for this man. This man is dying slowly. You're playing from way. You're thinking of some people making here. You're thinking of some people making here. The Liberty ministry, Overcomer ministry, what are you doing? Bishop, what are you doing? What are you people doing? The Redeemed Church. What is the church in Liberia doing? What are you doing? It is about time that you rise up to save and protect and save Liberia for these two people that are around President Bia. Finabono is dealing. Tokompui is dealing. Right now, as I speak to you, the president is about to send Tokompui to a public well. Magay want it because Toko and Magay can poop. They can see eye to eye.
Me, a Bagana in a race. I will not vote. Yes. Because number one, we vote for the mayor who told you there. We can't see the party that lied to us. They say they real for us. They were coming for us. Kuba was there. Oh, Yama Bolone was getting away equal defense. They say the boss coming for us. They thought we can hear again. They say, oh, I'm over. They put them on a joy in a community. Then I'm Molu. Why you so kind? Won't eat Kesawa. We will eat it with us. So today, Moruba Molu, you cannot speak on the people that last year to do. When you were not getting, that was here in city place. Everything again. Everything we need again. So today, Moruba Molu, he can't give us. So either we a car to watch it, yes, he can't wait. For this coming election, Papa, long life and prosperity. We the grown people, our eyes open. Everybody getting
You must run American days. We are convinced. The line is long march. He wants to go to political when we are here. Attack the long days. I'm Mobake Molu, chairman of the Coalition for Democratic Change. On December 8th, one of us will leave this position. I will defeat the law. The law, if I don't defeat you, let me resign as chairman of the CDC on December 8th. I buy by hundreds of thousands of seditions will retire you peacefully. Yes. Amen. You'll be retired. You'll be free. It will be fair. It will be democratic. You will not survive politically. You're in surviving forever oxygen. Yeah. You can't make it. The party is too strong. The law is like an ant under the gigantic boots of sedition. You will be smashed. He can't survive. He's at number 10 to 1. You'll be politically crucified. Because I trust seditions. I know what they can do when they are ready. And they are ready for you. So no violence will deter us. No violence will distract us from the cause, the right cause of election victory. We will get registered to vote. We will campaign when the time comes. And we will beat you strategically. We'll lay your political ballot down. It will be cool on December 8th. I promise you that. We are ready to go. We are ready to go. We are ready to go.
My friend, very good morning.
Man. Liberia, a country that's supposed to be free. Maybe it is free. Perhaps it is not free. But you know, I'm doing great. As you can see, even though philosophers say now all that greater is go, but I bless God today, number 10 of Ramadan, and the journey is going smoothly as expected. So that in our own faith, we can be pure and we can renew our vow with our God. So we are grateful to our Almighty, and we are also grateful to people that are around us that support us every day. And we appreciate our audience, our followers, those that like us, those that don't like us. We also appreciate them, you know. The fact that they come under our live views and say what they want to say, they too are contributing to what we're doing because when they come, they have to say something. All geared towards making our country a better place. So, Maybe, you know what? Life is good. That's what I got to say. My NEA, North Dakota, we are fine. Yeah. Back to you, baby.
Thank you, my friend and brother, Francis Dono. You know, for me, I have been doing great, as you can see. The thing is that I must be thankful to our audience for giving us the help that we asked them for. So this morning we want to tell them thank you very much, for we know that the platform belongs to you all. But you know, over the weekend, I received a clip from Kalasco. I received a clip from Kalasco telling me that he recorded Musa Bility. And folks, I will play that clip for you all so we can go in depth of the discussion. But before that, let me go all to you. Before I play a clip, let me go all to you, to Francis. What do you make of the clip?
Mr. Kamara, before I go to the clip, I want to add my voice to your voice. You know, I was not on the show yesterday due to trying to set up my own system here and also work, you know, regular white man clock. You know, we clock in and clock out, and we still do this. So I want to take this time to say a big, big thank you to our followers, our audience, especially those that contributed to our quest to renew our software and also to give me some software expansion control. We want to say thank you plenty. As we go through with the show, Mr. Kamara will give you the breakdown so that you know how your money was used, especially the total amount that we receive. This platform, we do not solicit anything like that just because we want to. But this has been a tradition before I even joined the platform. And you continue to be an incredible followers, and you continue to be somebody who is just like all of your country. Because anybody that take their 2 cents and give it to you in this country, that person love what you do. They might not love you, but they love what you do. So on that note, I want to say again, thank you plenty for what you did. We got everything we wanted to get, actually. We got the renewal done for another 1 year. And remember, next year we're coming back to you, April. Okay? So I got my 10 channel system here and the cell phone, the other number is here now. So if it doesn't come on, I can actually come on. And you did a fabulous job for us. Before I go to the clip, I want to just give small gist of presidential history. And I'm going to focus on two people or maybe multiple presidents, current, past, late. Maybe, everybody say what they want to say. But up to today's date, our political history dictates to us that Turbo, Dr. William Richard Turbo, was the best president that Liberia ever produced. And you know, a lot of our people now reading the history. And you know, history is a vital tool. You see this country we're in, they follow through. That's why when the ambassador ready to talk, American ambassador to Liberia, he goes to history. What happened this time, what did they do, and how much they spent. And you know, it can hurt. It hurt our people so bad. But that is the fight. Richard Turbo, prior to being the vice president, he is the only person that was trained as a civil servant. Trained civil servant. If you know what civil servant is, people who are trained to work for the public, especially government. Before he entered the House of Representatives in 1943, after he entered the House on two-way party, the one-party system, he became vice president to Tubman, a position he served vigorously. But he was super quiet because he was also man of God, International Baptist Outreach President. Tubman served 19 years as a VP out of the 27 years Tubman was in power. Majority of Liberians did not know about Turbo. And just so you know, I was not born, but I've been reading too. I was not born that time. When they killed Turbo, I was 2 years old, 1980. So when you look at Turbo's achievement from 1971 to 1980, and compare that with Tubman and Barclay, and coming down to Samuel Kayando, who had the opportunity to go for at least, I think, 9 to 10 years too, then you tell the math, and then pick up from 1990 when we killed Samuel Doe, coming all the way to today. What kind of achievement Liberia have gained? Okay, so Tubman served as vice president for 19 years. We did not know about him. Majority of Liberians did not know about him until he became president. Another mischief and compromise history about this story is everybody thinks Samuel Kayando and his like killed Turbo. They were used according to our political history. Those people were just used and they overacted. I can say this for free from Victoria Turbo book, The White Hands Behind My Husband's Death. Go on Amazon, it is there. How can we go on new soldier buried at the front of the executive mansion? How we got that? So Samuel Kayando and the likes that were already agitation in our country. Some people were in jail by government. Okay? So they overacted and they slaughter people in the open on the basis of the same corruption we're talking about today. And that's my catch. The people that were placed openly on firing squad with AK-47, they were charged with massive corruption from social, political, economic, and you name it, including nepotism. A lot of Turbo in the government, a lot of Congo people. And the native people did not have chance to enter. But there's another stuff that came against Turbo. Turbo had 3 forces fighting him. Turbo had international community headed by the United States fighting him on the issue of Israel and Palestine. Turbo had his own people from the Congo group, the Congo hegemony, the people that led the country for 135 years prior to his death, that were fighting him for opening up and letting go the one-party system for multi-party system. And he had the country people stay fighting him too. So that became a very strong political, intoxicated environment that led to the death of Turbo. When Turbo became president, that's my point. When Turbo became president, we began to know the real Turbo. and
So-
the records are there.
So you
I'm saying this to say, many people are saying Joseph Boakai is sleeping. Many people are holding, especially the ANC people, they are holding Joseph Boakai responsible for serving his country. So just because they may stay in government, they may not be president. That analogy is faulty. That analogy is faulty, especially knowing the constitutional responsibility of a vice president in our country. So just because I work for my country as VP or in other capacities, then I am wrong to be elected president. I shouldn't be. I'm disqualified. So I decided to bring this small information, small historical perspective to our audience this morning so they can go and double check and see people who have become successful in terms of governance, whether they just came from the blue sky or they just came from nowhere, people that say education doesn't matter, or they came from corporate, maybe. So the argument is not adding up. It's not adding up. For now, we already know the CDC and we already know George Weah. They have failed. They are a bunch of public looters. We already know them. Let us give another person an opportunity to know things. If you can give it to Joe Boakai, because whether we like him, we don't like him, he's number 2 right now in terms of Liberian people, the way they look at it politically. It's not ANC guy, ABC. It is not Musa Bility. It is not Dr. Kassel. It is Joseph Boakai. That's a fact. It be back to you.
you know when you said that the Liberian people knew that Mr. Tower was a vice president to Mr. Tubman because they ran on the same ticket and they were voted for. So, to me, for you to say that the Liberian people now acting like they don't know, they knew. But a vice presidential position or a vice president position is ceremonial. It's a silence. The vice president, you are the head of the Senate. A place that you were not elected for. You are a head there. You are the head of the Senate. But the senator themselves, they can vote for the Senate pro tempore. Wherein you are there, you preside. Wherein both houses meet, the speaker preside. So yes, we are saying, and I 100% agree with you, that let us give another person a chance. Let us give another person a chance. Whether that is JNB, whether that is Mr. Adesanya B. Cummins, whether that is Dr. Kassel, whether that is whosoever that is, let us give another person a chance. Because the CDC, they are a bunch of looters. The seditions, they are criminal in white collar shirts. But let us look at the issue of Musa Hassan Bility. Let me be able to play you that clip of Musa Hassan Bility. Let me play that for you. Majority of the house of inside you outside, but you have the right to go in or not to stay out. Article 17 did not say end. So now that we went to the hospital, the force went to the they say end. Thank you very much. Nice. Yeah. So we have over now for me. Yeah. So I but now just try to mention we'll pause the clip. This clip is not as clear as I expected it to be. It's not as clear as I expected it to be. But it is basically Musa Bility saying that they are going to suffer the Unity Party. He was discussing this with Kalasco and that of Ali Sila. Ali Sila was the guy that was talking in the background. So this is just a clear manifestation that this guy that they call Musa Hassan Bility, this criminal guy, he is planted. And as I feel sorry for Alexander B. Cummings, I feel sorry for him. Because Musa Bility is in cahoots with the government. Musa Bility is in cahoots with the government. And so because of that, he have gone to the guy to go to discourse. I just feel sorry for them. I just feel sorry. In them saying that there should not be a candidate provided in the local by-elections. That is the aim of Musa Bility, saying that, yeah, Unity Party cannot go on their own. Who told you that? Who told Musa Bility that? That Unity Party cannot go on their own. Any law that contravenes the Constitution is classified as not a law. Back to you.
You know, it be sometimes it baffles my imagination and general human logic when I see people masquerading, and let me use the words of the Solicitor General, Serena Sifa, legal shenanigans. They want to work around legal shenanigans just to showcase their probably financial economic might, but it doesn't hold water. You know, Musa Bility and Alexander Kumi, they're always talking about the people's interest. But from all indication, they are not in there for the people's interest. If you married to a woman married to a man, and the man is not a good man, the woman is not a good woman, what's the next thing? People refuse to understand life is impaired. When you and somebody friendly, my people, there could be a time, depending on the interest from both sides, you're not friendly anymore. When you're hungry, you eat, your belly get full. So hunger and getting food to eat, there are two things right there. So when people marry, they can separate, they can divorce, my people. It's a real. But these people, if you say that somebody still on in government, they are criminal already, why you want to be with them? If you say, from Musa Bilete's own analogy, that the Unity Party people are arrogant people, why you want to be with them? They decide to go away because you say they are arrogant people. They don't respect the rule of law. Why you want to be with them, Musa? Why you want to be with people who you consider to be arrogant? They don't respect the rule of law, nothing. They take themselves special, or they take themselves to be better people than all the people. Why you want to associate yourself with those kind of people? In the first place, why you got to even team up with them? That is same flawed logic that ANC is propounding. Because Joseph Boakai been in government forever, he can't be president. Another thing, he's too old. I literally announced my age on this platform this morning, and somebody cannot even do simple math. If I were 2 years old, 1980, and you say around 30, your brain is not working well. Your brain is not working well. You need to go see psychiatrist to evaluate how you're thinking. Maybe you could have some mental health problem. But maybe for the benefit of our audience, let me read Article 2 to them of the 1986 Constitution about Johnny and not Johnny. And let me show it to you so you can know what we got in. This is a book, okay? 1986 Constitution, Liberia. You see it? I'm going to read Article 2 for you. Article 2 of the Liberian Constitution. Article 2, Liberian Constitution. This constitution is the supreme and fundamental law of Liberia, and its provisions shall have binding force and effect on all authorities and persons throughout the republic. Any laws, treaties, statutes, decrees, customs, and regulations found to be inconsistent with it shall. Y'all listen. These say MIDO, they're not M-I-G-S-T, they're not M-A-Y. Those are conditional verbs. Shall is binding, okay? Shall, to the extent of the inconsistency, be void and of no legal effect. And of no legal effect. The Supreme Court, pursuant to its power of judicial review. Y'all listen to Musa Bility people and ANC people. When somebody enter marriage, they can't get out. If they manage to get out through divorce, they will be punished. That's why you're saying. They will be punished because they divorce you. Okay? We hear that one before, but that is the logic you're pushing. Of judicial review is empowered to declare any inconsistent laws unconstitutional. What kind of playboy you guys using? Why you can't use common sense? You know how many women now get married and they divorce 2, 3, 4, 5 times, they go and remarry? Have any law, any code in any... I'm not talking about those authoritative or autocratic kind of government or country. But we're talking about democracy. Which part of the world you now hear somebody divorce somebody and they can't get remarried? So because we join you in the collaboration, when we live legally, so we cannot feel candidate. We cannot exist as a political party anymore. If we exist, we cannot have the opportunity legally. to carry somebody as our standard bearer, to carry somebody on our party ticket as representative. And you know another thing, AB, this is why sometimes we come on the show, we vibrate. The last time we told you, the best thing the CDC-led government can do to secure themselves a better place, a little bit slim possibility, so that when they get out of power, they'll have small respect, is to empower, declare a level playing political field. Empower and declare a level playing political field. Now, moving towards 2023. This thing that going on at election commission is intentional, AB. Our system of practice, anything, any confusion, any disagreement that has political implications should not take long. By-election, senatorial by-election in Lofa County is next month, May. What election commission is doing with this hearing between Unity Party and Liberty Party Musa Bility? What are they looking for? They need to rule on this case because Unity Party or Liberty Party cannot go to the Supreme Court without election commission opinion. They came up with the first opinion, and Unity Party appealed to Board of Commissioners, and Board of Commissioners look into the case and send them back to the hearing officers. The hearing officers are supposed to come up with a verdict. Now, people are not reading history. Let me get your song again.
Give it to them.
2005, Marcus Jones and Colonial Hunters won election commission. They won election commission in court. Let me give it to you free again. Somebody say, I'm 30-year-old guy and supporting 80-year-old. I can even be 30 years old. I can be 20 years old. I can be 18 years old. I can support 90 years old man like Joe Biden. Okay? As long as Joe Biden can make a better decision, I will support him. Just so you know. Our country people say you cannot plow the new man without the old man. The new man will get dirty. Okay? Marcus Jones and Colonial Hunter enter into the race, 2005, presidential candidates, of course, and they submitted their application of intent during the deadline of election commission guidelines. The deadlines of submission, when election commission received their paper, where they automatically disqualified them. And you know what, Marcus Jones and Colonial Hunter, they thank God Colonial Hunter didn't need to look for a lawyer because Marcus Jones is already a lawyer. Constitutional lawyer. So they went to the Supreme Court. This constitution, I just write to you, we also got a clause that call for due process. Due process before any court, whether administrative or judicial, whatever you call it, can take a legal decision against any citizen or resident of Liberia, they must have the opportunity to be heard. That's what the Constitution says. So because that was a deadline of election commission, they did not have sufficient time to review their political paperwork, we call it letter of intention, application intention, whatever you call it, election commission told their guidelines to supersede the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. So they disqualified it. So Marcus Jones and Colonial Hunter went to Supreme Court. You can go back to Supreme Court website. Yeah, they do have a website. Eddie and Joseph Barker did that. Prior to Eddie and Joseph Barker, they were all rebel team. We didn't have it. Okay, you can go there and check it. Majority opinions went for Colonial Hunters and Marcus Jones. The election commission was in the right place doing the wrong things. That's what they told them. That's what they told them. And they mandated the election commission to put them on the ballot because they were qualified. They did not give them the opportunity to be heard because of the deadline. What happened then? Because of our economic crisis, our political crisis, the rebel will stay around the corner. We say fighting to disarm them and all that funny thing. ECOWAS and AU, backed by United Nations, took them to Ghana and gave them some money to let it go. That's how it happened. So history is about to repeat itself. Election Commission want to push Unity Party on the wall. That's what they are doing. And you know who engineering that? Our presidency is the one that engineering it. George William, executive marshal. I'm going to tell you. Those of us that were born and raised in Liberia until we came to this country 10 years ago, I can sit here and tell you some of these things happened in real time. When we were studying high school, before we went to college, we were on university campus, people were instigating. Tonti Namaya, Charles Taylor, surrogate on campus. They used to bring money back. That guy was having blue Bible preaching. He never knew he was ever a fighter. Hempson looking guy. He was a MPP/MPF on university campus. I want to call some people near. You got to come back to yourself. Okay? So election commission is about to do that same thing. And trust me, if Unity Party go to court based on wrong decision from the hearing officer or board of commissioners, Unity Party going to win the thing before arrival. So Musa Bility to sit on spoon talk after eating cassava gravy and to say Unity Party will not participate in the election, that will stop them, and it will not just be their representative something, they will not run for. That's a shame on him. Who has the authority to stop anybody from participating or joining any political party or participating in any political activity in Liberia? Who has that authority? By law, under the code. Under the code. And it cannot be probable cause. It must be established reason for that. Okay? So they Musa Bility play ball and ANC play ball ain't going to work. Somebody is so ugly. Somebody is so arrogant. Somebody, it's just all ugly. All the adjectives you think about. But you do not want to divorce them.
You say
if they divorce you, they cannot remarry. They will be punished. They will lay on their own.
I don't understand. I don't really understand Musa Bility argument here. You are saying that the woman is ugly, that the woman is arrogant, but still the woman is telling you that I'm leaving. Then you tell yourself when you leave, you will not bear your name. Mm-hmm. You're forced to bear my name when you leave.
Yeah. When you leave, you will say bear my name. You will say because married do not maybe, or you will say because Jolly Kamara because you divorced me. You say have a in fact, you know what? You can't get another man, or you can't get another woman. That's a faulty analogy. Very, very faulty. This too is Liberia.
I'm telling you. For me, I just looking at the whole thing. They are talking on a case this morning. They are in court. They are in a neck place there. They are on a case this morning. But what I can stand is that Musa Bility, Unity Party left. You said the people now left appropriately. Oh, they're having an appropriate way of living. Mm-hmm. Also, when you say that you're living, so you should go sign the people. So they're having an appropriate way of living besides living. You living. There is no qualm there to say you should come to sign this document or you should. It does not work like that. So it's Musa Bility is saying that the ANC that if this was the ANC, that the ANC was supposed to go feeding people what? Because they're leaving?
AB, you know what? Most organizations around the world, they got something they call board of directors. According to according to Mo Ali, the Unity Party Secretary General, let me quote him, and that is how it should be, actually.
Hello.
Yeah, hold on.
Uh, the Unity Party, Liberty Party, ARP proposed to legally dissolve the CPP, and the ANC refused. Mr. ANC, you say the people in there with you, they're not good people. Let us legally dissolve the CPP, then you say no. Then the people follow through your internal mechanism set up by the framework. They walk away, but say the fact that they walk away, they cannot feel any candidate. So what about fundamental right to associate and to disassociate based on your own interest? We just read a constitutional provision to that effect. All right? So I do not understand. In other organizations that are not political party and even political party, they CPP at the end of NAC based on their own system. Because in the outside of convention, according to the framework, the NAC become the highest decision-making body alongside with Kati chairperson. So they will have just come up with article of dissolution. This is how our system works in terms of procedure and system.
Okay.
Article of dissolution to legally dissolve the CPP. But one participant of that collaboration refused. So the people got to use the internal mechanism that your framework talk about. Now they walk away, they say they can't participate in political activity.
Okay.
So which planet are they on?
Let's take our first caller. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Hi, my name is Lawrence Yene, and I'm.
Caller, coming to you, just hold on. Lawrence Yene, go ahead.
Yeah. Maybe the issue is not about Musa Bility. It is about Liberia and it's about the constitution of Liberia. The thing that is simple. Let me set an example. It happened before. I was teaching in a school in Liberia before. I think at the time government was paying teacher $20,000 Liberian dollars, and this school I was teaching in, the school owner was paying $5,000. When we started, the school owner could not pay us until we went almost the end of the month. Then it said you will just get your salary when you will just get to know how much you will make when your salary comes. So it happened that way. At the end of the month, our pay came and the salary came. But before then, we have signed a contract. We signed a contract for 12 years to teach in a school. And this money was small, so I resigned. The school owner was vexed. School has opened now, no teachers. All the schools are taking a teacher. Then why should you leave my school? So, Eddie, tell me now, you want to tell me that school owner was right, or I'm forced to remain in her school all because I signed a contract that I will teach for 12 months, so I will not go to different school when this agreement, when in fact she's not paying good money. The Constitution gave no right to somebody, whether you sign legal document or your private organization document. The Constitution says even when you marry, you can divorce and marry another man. You are not forced to stay in our relationship.
Thank you.
So if you got a new law, the law cannot supersede the constitutional law. I don't know.
Thank you.
The people should be very concerned of this. Thank you.
Thank you. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Yeah, my name is Alain. I'm calling from Worcester, Mass.
Darling, go ahead.
Yeah, AB, good morning. Good morning to your co-host. Now, you see, you guys in studio there are talking about the CPP framework as though we are talking about people that are setting data about in real life. The CPP framework is a legal document.
Okay.
And this legal document, there's a clause that in it. And this clause gives the procedures through which you can withdraw your membership. You don't just wake up one morning and say, today I don't want to be part of CTP. No. You have to go through the very legal means you went through to become a member, to get you banned to another political party. You have to go take that same procedure. There's a clause in there. There's a legal way of doing it that you can legally dissolve your membership, withdraw your membership, cancel your membership. You don't just wake up one morning and say, I'm no longer part of CTP. It's a legal document. It's not a variable paper. I'm not a member of any of the CTP political party. I'm not a member of any political party. But with right now, APP, that's all logic. This is a legal framework. It's a legal paper. It's not any kind of piece of paper that you just take it and say, today I'm tired. If I want to be married, you know. If you don't want to be part of the organization, you got to go fight. Go back to that framework. Go to the club. They know. Joseph Baga and his lawyer, they know what to do in order to withdraw their membership, to dissolve, or to cancel their membership. They know it. But they know it is.
But why is it only on United Party? Why is not on ALP? Why is now on ALP? Because ALP took you to court, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But ALP, listen, let's sort of understand. ALP is not contest ALP. The reason why United Party is being highlighted is because they are trying to feature a candidate in the local.
Yeah, but another person should have featured candidate. The man said they don't want to be part of the marriage. They marry you said for better and for worse. Yeah,
but you gotta go to
no.
Back to court.
You said for better and for worse. The person agree. So because I said I'm not sleeping with you today. So because I'm not sleeping, then you say, oh no, you got to can't sleep with me by force.
No, AB, don't say that you're talking better about it.
No, but like common sense. Eh? Francis?
Yeah. Listen. So if you don't want to sleep with me, fine. But when it comes to the divorce, if we're not divorced, you're not free. You can't do anything. You can't even get married to another person. If we're not divorced, we got to divorce legally in the court.
Yeah, but we got to divorce. Yeah,
if you want to go,
but we got to divorce legally. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, but we're not divorced yet.
But you're not ready to participate. That's another issue. You're not ready to participate in the legal divorce process.
You cannot.
You are not ready.
You are not ready. And I said I don't want to sleep with you. It is not false.
No, you don't have to sleep with me. You can even get a boyfriend, but you can't remarry. We still married. You still my wife.
Thank you.
Until we can legally do that in court and legal separation and legal divorce. You still my wife. You cannot remarry. You can love to anybody, but you can't remarry. Thank you, AB.
Thank you.
All right, AB. Somebody was on this line. Let me get it.
Yeah, get there. The number to call is 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. You get a caller?
Yep. They're coming in.
Yeah. Oh, you said you don't want me. As I go in there, you say you can go to go get married. Nonsense. You know the point that I don't understand the person on the line.
No.
All right.
Let me see. There were two people actually. Let me see the other caller.
The fact of the matter is that you. Okay. First, you get another caller.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Hello, caller. Yes, what is your name and where are you calling us from?
We are not getting that caller.
Yeah, I can hear you, but we're not getting you in studio. I don't know why.
It's maybe your mic up there. Your mic. You remember the mic up there on I.
No, now you're my host talking to me.
You have to go change your mark up there. Where we change it, we put it to to the anyway. Let me take another call out here.
Okay, we'll call you back, okay?
Cora, what is the name and where are you calling off from?
Hello?
Yeah, Cora.
Yeah, okay. My name is Victor Barney, and I'm from in my county, but I live in North Dakota, Fargo. As a matter of fact, contributing to this, my first time contributing to your show, Eddie. All right. I was the chairman for the third biggest political party in Liberia, the NUDP. The one that used to say that Young Party. I was the chairman. You know, the issue of political party organization, a little bit people just take things out of context. Every political party get a right to fee candidate. Because they are registered, they pay their tax, they pay their bank, they go to the bank, they register their party. So you can't stop any political party from feeding a candidate because you talk about framework. A framework is just an organization. You know, like you bring one other team, so you bring other one team, so okay. Now let's take for example, Barney Sherman is from the UP. He in the house. There are a lot of UP candidates in the house there. There are a lot of LP candidates in the house there. Why they can't change them? So this is a very insignificant argument. Why can't get the right to see any candidate in Lopa? And I don't think election commission can stop it.
Okay.
Nobody can stop anybody from being a candidate.
Okay.
It's just that the arrangement did not hold because of some other reason, and which of course is always the case. So you know, somebody already paying a tax, paying a due, he get people all over the place. Then you say the man will not be candidate. Bility, who has Bility said? The first thing is that he's not chairman for the group. He's not even any part of the group. He's just there as the head of a political party that say he no more there.
Okay. Thank you. Francis, you need to like you took the picture here that last time. The other picture that you took that you went up there to click to the mic where it's written on mic. You need to like you take where it's written on mic. That's why you should go click and then select MG. You sort of go there to go select MG minus X.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's why you sort of do.
Okay, let me.
Okay,
I need to.
Cora, what is your name and where are you calling out from?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. My name is Pastor Mo, and I'm calling from Minnesota, driving by way of Highway 94. I want to contribute to the program. First, let me say to you and Friends Donor, and I appreciate you all for the program. You know, when it comes to the CPP framework, you know, I just tuned in and I listened to one of your callers, not the one I just left before this other fellow, saying, I'm not part of any political party. Whenever people call and tell you, say, I'm not part of any political party, just evaluate them.
That is to say that they are ANC. We know the thing.
Just evaluate them. They are for the group that is causing confusion in the country. And for me, where Liberia is now, if these people who say they remain in the CPP, who is the LP faction and the Alexander Cummings group, if they mean well for Liberia, they will not even go to case to say, okay, why are the people leaving? Let them come. If you have the numerical strength and you say you got the money, go with who you have and let the people go with who they have. Reason is this: our country is bleeding. Our country is lacking leadership. And what we need somebody that is capable to stir the affairs of the nation. The time that ANC and Musa Bility didn't take to go be fighting at neck, they should be organizing themselves how to go to those people that are discouraged about the leadership in the nation. Two, I heard that fellow saying marriage is not forced. I mean, you can't just leave that out. I can get married to a woman. Is that what he want to say? I don't have to give her a direct divorce paper. I can go to the court because we are binding by the law of the land, and I give it to the court, and the court will be able to submit it. So if the United Party is telling them that we wrote NEC, we informed NEC. NEC is the one that holding us together, and only NEC can tell you, yes, we did it. And NEC did confirm, yes, these people wrote, and NEC is rating United Party and the AFP as an individual party. So where ANC and Musa Bility group coming from, only because they are on an assignment. And the assignment they on is to make sure that we are remain in power. That is the assignment. They are pay agent. You guys got a recording there. You guys got a leaked video. And you should play it, please, to educate these people, because our country is bleeding. Our country is bleeding. Our country is lacking leadership. Our country, for George Weah to be president, it was a big mistake on the part of the many voters that voted for him.
Thank you.
Me, I tell you this, I cannot hide my identity. I support JNB. I don't support party, but I support individual, and I support JNB. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Francis, you got another caller there?
I said I read that caller. I can't solve the problem right now.
Yeah, read that caller. You know, like it's so funny to me. It's so funny to me. Yeah. It's very, very funny. Very, very funny. You read that recorder?
Yeah, it is ringing, but they're not picking up.
All right.
Maybe they will call back.
Yeah, and you check your...
Okay, you pick up. Is it Emmanuel? Yeah, you were saying something, Avi.
Yeah, what I was saying was that, you know, this whole rigmarole with Musa Hassan Bility, Musa Bility cannot be trusted. And it was a big mistake that the people of Liberty Party League were able to get a party to Musa Hassan Bility. It was a big mistake. But we plan to have Daniel Sanoya tomorrow, who is from Liberty Party. He would carry out through about what is now we're standing. Keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. The number are just passing up here. The number are passing up here. So keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. That is the number to call. Yeah. Francis, back to you.
Yeah, you know, the government is confused because the head of the government does not have good leadership skills, and he doesn't care to have it. And that is the reasons why the government is not focusing on better decision making in terms of making Liberian people better people. We got the issue of rice that they've been talking about forever. We got the issue of illegal killing. They're not addressing that. We got the issue of our relationship with the United States and the rest of the world that is now on par with many other countries in West Africa. They're not talking about that, but they are talking about by-election in Lofa County. They are talking about prosecuting political opponents. That is a naivety of our current government.
Okay.
The small progress they made, everybody LEC talking. Liberian people talking about lack of LEC. They are not discussing that. They are not talking about water and other social services for the people. What the fundamental right or the fundamental responsibility of the government is reneging on their responsibilities.
Okay.
So it just animal farm now is better than our country leadership.
Okay. Let's take another caller here. Caller, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
My name
Caller,
is Desmond Chop.
what is her name? And if you're talking to me like in soprano,
Hello.
yes.
My name is Desmond Sharp Jr.
Desmond Sharp Jr., go ahead.
Yeah, I've been listening to your show for a while now, and I see that you guys are doing a marvelous job. And just listening to this after I tune up to your station, discussing about the issue of marriage and what have you.
Hello?
I don't know the significance and what benefit
Hello?
does it
Yeah, hold
acquire
on.
or encounter Liberian today.
Thank you. Thank
Hello?
you. Thank you. Caller, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
Maybe this is Hassan Umar Dukle calling from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hassan Dukle, go ahead.
Yeah, it's so saddening AB to be hearing a short recording. People you expect for them to be a role model in a society, they are no longer trusted. Sometimes it hurt me really.
Yeah, it had you. I don't think a child is growing up in like bro who taking Musa better for them to be that role model. I don't think so. Criminal
Yeah,
Musa better?
Musa Bility are be a joker
Oh, okay.
in every society. This is the reason why I was listening to you. He say he cannot be. He's not trusted at all.
Oh, okay.
There is no little child. Sometimes he feel that he's Sekou. Even he was our Madingo brother, he feel that he's Sekou, he can talk anything. And forgetting to know that not all the Madingos really love him based on his behavior. Crooked eye. Not all love you. So if you go sit down somewhere and be castigating, probably you think that you are safe, nobody will recall you. You're lying to yourself. For real. You know, God is the truthful God. You can be doing everything you think that you're doing it to the people, but you're doing it to yourself.
Yeah.
Because one day the secret will come out. Nothing remain in hiding forever. Expose himself.
Thank you.
We've been hearing the but you being close to or those people, especially the presidential aide with Kalasco discussing how people will not think that you own mission for the ruling government. People will think that way. How will you be explaining shows it? But I don't really have problem with Musa Bility because the man is he don't have respect now in our community.
Thank
in
you.
Liberian life.
Thank
But
you.
my problem have to do with ANC.
Okay.
Mr. Coming, when he came newly, I really used to like him. But I know he messed
Is it a
himself up.
message now that somebody would I drink for Jorobo?
No, that man, the man is mental enslaved. It's so astounding that
The man is
mental enslaved.
the man is sitting down like somebody who drink for Jorobo.
You that corporate war, you have been well known. Somebody like Musa Bility will come and be using you like you never go to school. It's so saddening. Really.
No, all right, thank you. But the
Thank you
man,
too,
the man looking at somebody who drink for Jorobo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Connor, what is the name and where are you calling us from? Connor, what is the name and where are you calling us from?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I was on your line, but I don't know what's happening with the communication.
But you are communicating and then you stop.
Yeah.
Man, you're not ready. When you're ready, you must call back. Yeah? When you're ready, you should call back. The talk show is not like wasting time talk show. When you're ready, you more call back. Yeah. So Musa Bility dealing with Mr. Cummings on water.
Musa Bility is a rock.
Yeah,
Cummings right now, Cummings is suffering from indecision. The bad decision he made for the past few months is now dealing with him.
Mm-hmm.
His political surrogate said the case was a cartoon. But the cartoon case now.
the cartoon case
the cartoon case I turned into a rock and wrap around. Mr. Kumi is not getting out. Even though he got money, he got the best lawyer. Councillor Seda is a shiny guy, but Councillor Seda got to get paid the way the economic system in Liberia right now not easy.
Yeah,
they go get the kind of client, then you just let them out of the cookway. I beg you, any lawyer that will do that, then you will be like the late doctor, how they call Michael Jackson doctor. You go kill your employer? No, we'll keep the man in court. How long we keep the man in court, the case not finished, we'll keep eating. Look at the man. If everybody in Liberia right now cry, how many investors gone to Liberia since Joshua became president? How many? Yeah, our United Nations seat right there in Washington, D.C., nobody there. Okay? The ambassador in Washington is another crooning for Joshua. Why are they doing that? Nothing. Just sitting there waiting for pay. Is that how we're running our country? And they did not make much progress based on the support they got, but they did something. So the small progress there, like electricity and water, you can't even improve on that. Maybe just water and electricity, there are so many people that are willing to pay for it. People buy their cheap, they can't even get light in Liberia. So, George Weah said he's not going to promise all eloquent political speeches, but he's going to make quality leadership decisions. We can't even get that from George Weah too.
Yeah.
He said we're not going to be spectators in our own country.
Yeah.
In our own country, okay?
In our own economy.
In our own economy, we're not going to be spectators, but right now we're not even closer there. But AB, I don't want to forget, okay? I don't want to forget, when I went to Minnesota Wednesday, I got really impressed. And I want to say it here because the individual gave me permission to do so. There is a Liberian American business in Minnesota, to be specific, Broken Park area. And according to the CEO, he has been over there for a little over 10 years. He has been able to train Liberians to be truckers. Some of them successfully did it, some of them could not. And this guy, his name is Walter Cooper. Born and raised Liberian, a successful Liberian businessman in Minnesota. He's the owner of M&M Shipping and Forwarding. If you are never getting anybody to ship your car, to ship your boxes, to ship, excuse me, I'm so sorry, to ship your cars, to ship your barrels or your boxes, take it to M&M Shipping in Minnesota. You can literally pay them, they will take it to your doorstep. I told him I'm going to profile him on the show, and he gave me the permission to do so.
Maybe.
I'm so inspired by his establishment. He has Liberians they employ that take pay every 2 weeks. Real paycheck, my people. That is how good we are too. And he told me point blank that if the government could just listen to him, they like his money, but they don't like his suggestion. I said, my brother, the struggle we go through in Liberia, we don't even go through it here in America. I sit on my computer and do everything here in America dealing with customs. USA custom. But when it comes to Liberia, it's wahala. If they could just do a little bit better, will be good. So, government of Liberia can just literally invest into electricity, invest into our port management system, invest into our maritime and tourism sector, plus agriculture, and we'll be fine. We will be fine. I'm just tired with this sick analogy that other people did it yesterday. We should do it too, even though it was not good. My people, we come on this platform. It's not that we hate the government or we hate the president, but we just tired. We were born in crisis, and the crisis is not ending because of ugly political behavior on the part of our past leaders and current leaders. I visited another place in Fargo. This is an Asian woman. I don't know the specific country she's from, but they call her Tina. I went to that woman African store 2019. Thursday was my second time there. And the woman has done so much of expansion on that store. Now she's not only selling retail, she's also selling wholesale. I got so impressed. And I actually asked her, how come you getting so expanded? And you know what she said to me? She said, African people support me. And if you belong to any group, carry the news. Everything they're looking for, what they're not looking for, we gather here. And you know what, AB? I admire these people. Anybody that do anything in America and succeed in terms of business, you are a strong, formidable, and motivated person. I'm saying this to say to all of us, especially we Liberian people, we need to get our shares of the American dream and let go of this issue of gossip. We need to be honest. This level of anger and not knowing what we want in this country, it's not helping us. Start bringing your friends down. If you can't help, do not harm. If we are angry, how are children going to be? That's the biggest question. Like we're talking about political marriage today, even the regular marriage in this country. If it's not working, it's not working. And the police will never fix anything for you. They will destroy your family. They will destroy your children. That's what they will do for you. And send you to court because the system is built like that.
I think we need to invite that big brother here for him to come to share some of his thought with our Liberian brothers and sisters, and what are the government losses, because those talking points are very, very important indeed, and it help another family member for them to be able to engage into that business as well. So I think it would be a good thing that if you can tell him that we can be able to pay host to him on one of these days during this week. I think that will be transparently good. But
yeah, AB, I got a caller. Let me answer that. Yeah, hello. Okay, Desmond, you are on. Where are you calling us from?
I'm not getting Desmond.
You're not getting. Oh, my host said he's not getting you, but I can get you clear. I don't know what's going on. You know, call the other number, 215 number. Call the 215 number. I don't know what happening to this number. I can get everybody, but I can't get in studio.
But you look at the. Anyway, we'll do some adjustment after the show.
Yeah, it's there already. MG does XQ.
And then the USB on the bowl, it is plugged.
Yes.
It is pressed down. The USB stuff is pressed down.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's pressed down. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So let them call the 215 number. maybe I need to change that call. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
this gotta go on our podcast, but
Yeah.
my sister is kind of like I can hear you, but going to another caller calling me.
Or
Let me get answer them.
or you can be able to pull it on speaker. Yeah.
All right, are you there, caller? Yeah. Desmond, let me put you on speaker because your call is not going to the studio. So let me put you on speaker to try that. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Hold on. You get Quora?
Yes, he already on
Yeah,
speaker.
maybe it's me.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear
Hassan
you.
Dokle. I just forget on something that I want to relate to.
I like to watch you guys all the time. Most time when I'm home and watching the news, I put you guys.
Can you hear me, AB?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Usually I like to, look through Facebook and listen to you guys. I always buy you guys, and I like the topic most of the time. And I just want to get a little bit involved into some of the topic you guys are having right now about marriage. Well, for me, personally, I've lived, half of my life, in Liberia, and I've been in America mostly.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead. You are live.
Oh, okay. So, with that being said, let us also remember, when people get married, sometimes we can also look at their religious background. Like, when you get involved with the Catholic Church, they do not support separation. Now, if you get involved with other doctrines, like the Lutheran Church and other churches.
Yeah, but Desmond, let me just ask you a simple question, okay? Let me just restate the statement, okay?
Yeah.
This marriage here is not between man and woman. We just making the simple analogy. This marriage we're talking about is the CPP, which consists of 4 political parties. The other 3 parties said they didn't want to marry no more. So they walk through their internal mechanism together. But one party is saying they will be punished because of that, because they divorce. So that is our main topic. It's not really our everyday marriage that we do. We're just trying to make that comparison. Whether there is any part of the world where people get married and they divorce, they say you cannot remarry.
Okay.
So this particular topic, they quote unquote marriage, is about CPP marriage, ARP, Unity Party, Liberty Party, and the ANC. ARP walk away, Unity Party walk away, and Liberty Party broke into 2, one for Bility, Hassan, and the other one for Nyombli Kanga. But now the Bility group now joining the ANC, ABC guy, Arizona B. Cummings. They say Unity Party people cannot feel Canada in Lofa County and 2023 presidential and legislative election. What is your take? You think that's a fair deal? Even though the Constitution says we can enter into it and we can get out on the basis of our happiness or maybe we're not happy. So that's our conversation line this morning.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate it very much for some clarification.
Okay.
With that being said, we have a constitution that governs our country.
Yeah, Article 2, 1986 Constitution says anything that contravenes or that is inconsistent with the Constitution is not involved and has no legal effect.
So how can an individual come up with their own proposal and expect it to be a genuine proposal?
Because they are trying to use the legal shenanigans. Let me quote it from Serena Cephas.
Okay.
Anyway, to be honest with you, I don't think it has any significance when it comes to where we want our country to get at this point of time. And to make matters short, in my own personal view, is the fact that I just think from that a few months ago, I'm not feeling too well anyway. But with that being said, people are dying in Liberia, especially our young sisters, our mothers, and our kids. And in my 50 years of age, seeing our future, not even our future, but the youth, our generation,
Law.
The next generation that's supposed to come behind us, we are failing them. We are failing them because those people came in life that did never experienced the taste of Liberia. So when you even tell them, they wouldn't even understand the criteria and the importance for why these things are happening.
Okay.
So for us who have lived the life of Liberia and being of patriot Liberians,
Okay.
we have precedents.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's much. You just gotta be big now so you can grow. Other colors are hanging on.
Yeah. Thank you.
He said, I will just interject that I know you guys think the political parties to be important, but right now we have to put law and order in place. When these parties are running, there gotta be a constitutional bylaw for these guys to come involved the political view and ambition for the citizens or Liberians to understand which one of these parties would be most wanted for the people or by the people who will be elected to run our country.
All right, my brother. Thank you. Tomorrow again we will be here same time 7:00 a.m. We are changing our time from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. Just so you know. All right. Join us on YouTube and join us on Facebook. Thank you very much for your contribution. Have a nice day.
My friend, brother, I think we are out of time, so I will turn the button on to you for you to be able to do your commercial and be able to give your party statement.
If you're bringing me all the way to the end, I'm gonna do my commercial now. Anyway, folks, again, like I've always said here, the KMC is moving slow but strong, and give us your work. We'll work on it. If you want to file for your mom, your dad, you are a citizen, United States citizen, we'll help you get it out. If you want to file for your children, your husband, or your wife, we'll also get I-130 paperwork done for you. The phone consultation, like I've always said, it still remains the same. The only thing we scale down the number of times we talk. We cut it down to 10, 15 minute miles. Call us on 701-330-4693, 701-330-4693. Our WhatsApp number is 267-648-8012, 267-648-8012. Those of you who are citizens here in America and you got your boyfriend in Liberia, we call that fiancé. Fiancé visa application, we're also doing that. Some people have been asking me about, student visa. That's a little bit of process attached to that, but all we're doing here is whatever you want to do, give her the paperwork and we'll put it in for you. We act as your paralegal people because a lot of people who are saying going to lawyer is very, very expensive. And it is because the lawyer go to school now and not easy, the student loan, they got to pay back. So call us on your non-contested divorce, on some of these social services. If you want to do documenting Liberia and the family people lie to you, or maybe you don't want to do that, then we can also handle that. On the issue of our political story, our political activism for our country to be a better place, we still remain the same people. You see two guys, Aki and Baba. Maybe you want to call Aki and Baba, it's up to you. But we are not Bekugbe anyway. We are not from Kekon, whatever that is. Bekugbe Senior and Junior, we want that one. But my people, on a serious note, our country is going down the drain. We are not even part of the region anymore, the West African region, the way we are governing. We're not talking about the international community. Our permanent seat at the United Nations, headquarters in Washington, D.C., has been vacant for over 1 year. We had a senator that was elected duly by the people of Lofa County. His seat has been vacant for over 1 year in gross violation of 1986 Constitution. that call for 2 representation once you become a county or you gain a countyhood. We ain't talking about that. Liberian people are being killed. Princess Cooper's story going out. Somebody was talking about it. So it finished, just so you know. Princess Cooper's story finished. We get some kind of story, I want to put it here. My host will bring about that. Princess Cooper's story is over. Just so you know, Jehad, the 3 boys story got over. The 28-wire educator that got killed on the sea, their story got over. It done. The auditor story, we talk about it, it gone. Okay? The only way we're going to reawaken those stories when we vote out George Weah and his government come 2023. When we vote them out, then we will have constitutional and legal authority. The new government through the people. Under Article 1, all power is inherent in the people. We can go after them legally to bring them to book in court. Now, 1980 year. Liberia is not a civilized country, even though people are doing some funny stuff there. But we're supposed to be a civilized country. And when you go to vote 2023, vote OUT, out. George Weah and his government. Vote them out. That's the only way we'll bring back Princess story. Because at that point, we will hold people legally responsible for what they did when they had the authority to steer the affair of our country. So Princess Cooper's story gone. It gone. Government is not talking about LEC. They're not talking about water. They're not talking about security. They're not talking about basic social services for our people. But they are talking about giving you $100,000. They are talking about giving you $300,000 in the budget. They're not even talking about the airport, that Air France gone. They say Air France was not there permanent anyway, but we saw them jubilating when Air France started flying to Liberia. They said they were there temporarily because war in Mali. But war in Mali. So there are so many issues, trending political issues that remain unaddressed. Now we're talking about rice. President go and take picture. That picture government we got now. They go to a warehouse, they put all the empty bed in there with few bags, rice inside. They take picture. You come outside on the market, you can't find the rice. You can't find it. But this is a picture government. They take picture and put it on Facebook. Even the Islamic Ghana, it is expensive because Jawia is waning. So it's not easy, my people. They're pro people here. I don't know what I gotta call them. Say propo. All right. So we want to say thank you plenty for joining us and continue to join us. You want to come on the show, inbox me or inbox AB. We are so sorry we had some technical issue here with my phone line. I could get my folks, but I could not be heard by my host. So we will see what we can do about that before the next show. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Can't be on this one. You see me dancing, so what? You see me jubilating, so what? You see me celebrating, so what? You see me laughing, so
that is Arvin. Arvin was featuring Calvin Ada. Alright, so go on YouTube right now. Go and search for that music, and you will enjoy. Much we do. Tomorrow we'll be back. Same time. Same place.
I missed it.
Bye bye for now.
that blessing got me dancing. That favor got me jubilating. No sickness,